5 things in marketing that I learned in 2020 that you can learn from by watching this video. Now, to some of you, this may come across as a rant, and I know when I watch this of myself later, I'm gonna say, wow, that was one hell of a rant, Mike. But these 5 things I feel like could really help you and hopefully further you in your business. Number 1 is understanding your customer value journey. Every person that is unaware of you all the way to becoming an advocate for your brand is going along this path to becoming that advocate. So making sure that your message, your brand, everything that you are putting out is catering to the customer, that it is going through each step of becoming that advocate is crucial and important. However you piece your marketing, however you create your website, however you send emails or automated emails, however you do your social media, all needs to be thinking about that customer journey all through the different parts of that path. One good tip in messaging is just to keep it clear, be concise, try not to be too cute, but make sure that you are being incredibly straightforward on what you do and who you are. Number 2 is understanding the difference between a brand and a company. A company just focuses on a logo and colors and this, that, and the other, where a brand is how you make someone feel, how you express, how you feel, your philosophy on life in whatever that product or industry or service that you do. Once you understand what the difference is between a company and a brand, you can start to make big changes in your brand. People want to follow other people who are passionate about things. Think of it as you going to a party or walking into a bar. You're going to gravitate towards the person who is excited, who is passionate, who is expressive, who is talking about something, even if it's just the party or the bar itself. You're going to gravitate towards that person because that person is full encompassing and you know exactly what they're all about. And whenever something comes up in your brain, maybe you have a problem that is associated with that person, you're going to think of that person. So become a brand more than just a company. A brand is not just colors and logos and those kinds of things, but it's every touch point that you have with people. A great example of this is H&H Color Lab. Not to be tooting on their horn too much, but they are in the chat rooms, they are in the Facebook groups, connecting with people and making sure that their brand is represented correctly and that they're constantly helping people. Look to help people. As photographers, it's easy to get frustrated when people take a contract or you lose a contract to someone else, but the only person to blame is, are you providing enough touch points with the people that you're serving? Are you creating enough brand awareness around what you do? Are you creating a brand and not just a company? Do people know what you care about? Do they know anything personally about you? Another thing on this also is that every brand needs to have some type of hero. It needs some type of face. If you think of Subway with the guy named Jared who lost a bunch of weight, or Nike in some instances is Serena Williams and her incredible career, or any other brand that's using some type of influencer, you need to have a face to your brand. So make sure that that is front and center and that you're expressing what you care about and your philosophy and your passion in what you do. That's becoming a brand. Number 3, that kind of links into number 1 as far as the customer value path, is your website. I know a lot of us like to put a lot of things on our website. We think that the more that we put on there, it's bringing more value to the end user, but really it is the opposite. We need to keep things very clear and very concise. When you do that, it becomes a much better experience. I'm all about customer experience. I'm all about what the user is feeling and what they're experiencing as they go through my content or my type of media. Keep that in mind. There's a way to do this. There's a way to put information on your website without it being so convoluted and so busy that will basically get people to bounce off your website or just, again, have a poor experience with your brand. As there are more and more photographers, it is so important that we understand to have and generate a better user experience for our customers. I don't know if anyone ever talks about website in this industry. I have no idea. It seems like they really don't. So I would analyze this. I would look at this. If I'm happy to even look at your website if you want me to. I would love to do some website critique videos on how we can create better, clear websites for our customers. Number 4 is seeing yourself as more than a photographer. I spoke about this back in the Sync Sports Conference in 2020 of seeing ourselves as more than photographers and as networkers and all these different skills that we've acquired over time. It's also looking at the word entrepreneur. Nowadays, the word entrepreneur is a very exciting thing where a person who is very driven, who is learning constantly, and there's younger people who are making a lot bigger money than they have in the past. And the coolest tool that is known to our time is the internet. They're using the internet to learn so many things and to become such well-rounded, incredible individuals. And they're also using the internet as a tool to make money. So we need to, I hope, that we are constantly looking at those two areas to learn. Everything is on the internet. You can learn everything on the internet almost. And then in terms of making money, there are so many ways. I hope we're growing in those two ways. We're really taking on the newer concept of what it means to be an entrepreneur. We're not just a small business person, but that we are constantly looking for opportunities. We're watching the economy on exactly what's going on so that we can pivot and make moves. We're developing new skills and skill sets. We're networking. We're bringing 2 and 2 or 4 and 4 different kinds of people together to provide some type of new service or new product that we see an opportunity in this market or this industry. Just opening your eyes to possibilities to keep us focused on the prize. And at the end of the day, at the end of your career, hopefully you're making really good money. You have several streams of income, and you're also passionate about what you're doing because you've grown past what you started at. And I hope that we're all taking that into consideration as we move into the future. The 5th thing, and something that I've talked on before, is getting yourself in front of the camera and showing exactly what you're doing. If you don't know what to be doing or what to be showing, at least be documenting your process and what you have going on. The reason that is important, because that's going to bring so much opportunity to yourself and bring just brand awareness. Now, when you look at your brand, like I said in the first topic here, looking at your brand as more as a brand and less as a company, that also ties into who you are. Some personal branding is definitely going to be filtering in that. So what you name your business, how you conduct your business, everything from your domain to everything else is going to be important and crucial of creating this brand, this experience of who you are. So keep in mind to constantly be growing yourself and this brand into something that's much bigger than you thought. What I'm learning recently is I need to think much bigger than what's presented in front of me. I need to have longer term goals and longer term vision of what's possible so that I continue to grow and to scale. I'm looking to scale. I don't know if anyone else is. I'm looking to grow and expand my skill set and do much more and bigger things. So I want to inspire you to constantly be growing and changing. And building your brand along with that is going to be crucial. Opportunities are going to come your way when you get your face sharing your thoughts to the camera. I know some of us hate being in front of the camera. I'm going to call you right out, bro. I'm going to call Don Ward out. He says he hates to be in front of the camera, but people gravitate and attach themselves to someone who is expressing themselves on the internet. I know there's a lot of people that you may not like, people that are doing it maybe awkwardly or doing it selfishly, but at least you know who they are. At least you know what they're about. At least you even know they exist, right? Nowadays, there's so much coming towards our direction. Just seeing someone on the internet, you now know that they exist. So I encourage you, get in front of the camera, get more used to presenting yourself like this, especially as we become more and more of a satellite community where people are getting more and more used to interacting this way. So flex those muscles, exercise those muscles. And I just wanted to come on here really and just share the 5 things that I learned from 2020. We're also getting ready to release our marketing guide for 2021, which has these tips and a couple more. That's coming out really soon within the next week. So go ahead and sign up for that and expect to see that coming out. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Again, I'm Mike from the Fieldhouse, where we help you market yourself in the sports photo industry. Guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.